Looks good. Looks good. Let's see. Do I have an echo? Nope. All right. So it looks like where we left off. Evidence item. Dell Laptop computer recovered in room 135. Actually, before we get here, let's see. This is 110 of the fit report. I want to go back and go over something that I was actually dead wrong about. All right. So yesterday, it was mentioned that they felt, I believe it was Matt that said this, they felt that the monitor in the report was the baby monitor. Now, I actually believe that this is the baby monitor itself. But me not having children, didn't realize that this is the monitor for the baby monitor. And to show what it looks like, that is pretty much what we're seeing right here. So, yeah, I was completely off on that shit. I was wrong about that. For some reason, in my mind, I was always thinking that because I know a lot of people in the beginning of this were going through saying that he used his phone. I think the phone's in a different spot here. But he was using his phone for the baby monitor. People were throwing all these things out there saying that you can use your phone for the baby monitor and monitor the baby monitor through the Wi-Fi anywhere in the world, kind of thing. And I know it's part of conspiracy stuff, where they're tying that into conspiracy stuff. So I never realized that the baby monitor was going to have a second piece. I didn't realize that. But yeah, when I looked this up, this baby sense thing today, that pretty much looks exactly like what we see in the fit report right here. I can actually close this out. Don't need that. So yeah, I think whoever mentioned that yesterday, again, I think that was Matt that mentioned that, was actually correct about that. I was wrong about that. Fuck, man. I don't know how I couldn't have saw that coming, but again, I don't have kids, so that's my only excuse. I've never had to deal with something of that nature. So let's clear that up. And then to get back to this. Oh, the good old, this stuff. At least not the timeline, man. I hate reading through that timeline. Timeline's so broken and frustrating. Let's see. So, evidence item: Dell laptop computer recovered from room 135. Computer forensic analysis of a Dell laptop model E5570. Oh, and then let's see. I'm just curious. Can we actually see this thing? Since I'm having fun with pictures right now. Do we actually see this thing in the bedroom? Is this the bedroom? I think this is the bedroom. No, this is not the bedroom. And that's not the bedroom. That's 1 through 4. All right. Let's see if I can find the bedroom here. I believe this was sitting on the bed, if I remember right. Oh, wait. That's not the bed. That's the bed picture. Yeah, okay. So here we go. Now, I could be wrong, Wouldn't be the first or last time of that. Looks like he taped up his camera. So this guy had some paranoia going, which I would expect. You do something stupid like this, I would expect someone to be paranoid. But I just wanted to go back and check on that because I believe that I saw that before, but just want to make sure. All right, so computer forensic analysis, Dell laptop model E5570. Oh yeah, and then this fucking thing. Revealed numerous internet searches for open air venues Additionally, several hundred images of child pornography were located on the computer's hard drive. So again, the investigation of the source of these images is ongoing. So fucking, there's a never-ending investigation here because I doubt they're trying very hard to find sources for these images right now. The following internet searches from this laptop are indicated below. Let's see what let's see. Computer analysis completed by the FBI. Fuck yeah. Okay. Okay. So, how tall is Mandalay Bay? Already looked that up. Looks like 480 feet, which I was surprised, man. I thought it would be a little bit higher than that. 43 stories. Figure a couple of those bottom floors were quite a bit larger than the rest, but 480 feet is what it looks like, at least according to, I don't know what this is according to. Let's see. Sources include whatever CTBUH is. I have no idea what that is. Let me get rid of this. Don't need the baby sense anymore. And then Nevada gun shows. Yeah, I'm not going to look that up, man, because, you're going to get stuff for 2021. So I'm not too worried about that. Now, I could look up Nevada gun shows 2017. And I have in the past, but there's all kinds of them out there. I mean, because we're talking about the state of Nevada here, not Vegas. So he wasn't just looking for Vegas stuff. Life's Beautiful 2017, of course. Not a big fucking deal. Life's Beautiful announces 2017 lineup. Actually, here we go. I'd rather do this right here. See what this says. Set times, festival map, and more. Wow. Pop-ups like crazy. Yeah, whatever. Bill Nye. What? Bill Nye. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Life's Beautiful Return Street downtown. Yeah, okay, whatever. Central info dates Friday, Sunday, September 22nd to the 24th, 2017, 2 p.m. to 1 a.m. daily. So same time frame as the Route 91, pretty much. Will call Thursday. Yeah, I don't care. Venue address. Yeah, I don't care. I know where it's at. I understand where that's at this point. Okay, so schedule. Let's see. What do we have? What do we got here? Downtown stage. I guess downtown's part of it. Downtown is usually not, but unless this stage is not what I'm thinking it is, which I think, it's not what I'm thinking it is, because Lord played on this, and I've seen a couple of the videos of Lord playing. Don't know who that is. 2 Chainz. Yeah, I don't think Paddock is a big 2 Chainz fan. Two Door Cinema Club. No idea who that is. Maybe he likes Lord. I could see him liking Lord. I greatly doubt he's a Chance the Rapper fan. I don't know who the fuck this is. Don't know who this is. Don't know who this is. Don't know who this is, or who that is. And then this is just first day. This is first day. That's crazy. So I don't think I'm going to know who any of these fucking people are. Shy Girls. I know who Slightly Stupid is. Yeah, I greatly doubt he's a Slightly Stupid fan. Probably not a Blink-182. Well, he might be. He might like Blink-182, I guess. He usually left for the El Cortez. Let's see. I don't know if this was one of the nights, though, man. I don't know if he was out there on the 22nd. But he usually left for the El Cortez about 10 o'clock. So can't remember what day it was. Was it 25th? He hauled ass back from fucking Mesquite to Vegas. I believe it was 25th. So 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Yeah, so it wasn't one of these days. And I can't remember what day he was running around. Let's see. Fuck it. Let's do this. Let's not be lazy. So 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. All right. Let me get up here to, I'm not even sure what pages these are going to be on anymore. Okay, so what are we at here? No. All right. We're getting close. All right. So here we are. 21st. Yeah, who cares? 22nd. Let's see. Entered the elevator bank. Ogden early in the morning. Concert started, after this time. Left the Ogden with a rolling suitcase, black past bag, returned to his vehicle. Then Paddock traveled from Las Vegas to Mesquite. Okay, so he didn't have really time there. He conducted multiple online searches. Again, I believe this is the one we don't have these searches. Um, so not too sure about that. Life's a Beautiful event began downtown Las Vegas, 3 o'clock. Okay, so spent all the day in Vegas, according to this. And then on the 24th, he checked into another unit at the Ogden. What do we got here? Paddock's vehicle was the parking garage of the Ogden at 1531. So this doesn't say anything. It says at 203. So yeah, so 330, man. His vehicle was the parking garage of the Ogden. Doesn't say where he was. Then at 4 o'clock, he was at the front desk, checked into unit 1703. I think maybe he walked across the street, checked out some what was going on over there. Who knows? From So he's got a lot of time here, man. He's got a lot of time, man. He didn't usually sleep either, man. This is not his sleeping time, right? So he had a lot of time, man. So this guy on the 24th, up until what is this 9:15? 9:15 to 10, yeah, 10:15. 9:15, 10:15 is inside the El Cortez. And then he returned to the Ogden at 11:14. All right, so he had about an hour here. So on this day, 24th, Paddock was running around. Let's see if we can find the cost schedule for the 24th. Saturday, it would have been Sunday, I believe. It was 24th, right? 23rd, yeah, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. All right, let's check it out. Let's see what Paddock was watching. Cirque du Soleil. Think you got a little Cirque du Soleil action, maybe. De La Soul. Think he's a De La Soul fan. Not too sure about that. Although, who knows, man? That's an old ass band, dude. He was probably a kid when that was around. Well, no, he wasn't. He was a little older for that. It's probably not a De La Soul fan. I don't know who Zhu is. The double X, the XX, whatever. Gorillas? Well, yeah, it said he returned to the Ogden. So, according to the report, he was not a Gorillas fan. I don't know who any of these people are. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know who any of these people are. No idea. SG Lewis. So this is more of the main stage. Middle Kids, Hippocampus. No idea who these people are. No idea who any of these people are. Yeah, MGMT. So yeah, so he would have been what he went was it about 9:15? He ran over to so he had a break before 9:15, right? So 9:15 right here. Apparently, yeah, he left early in the Dua Lipa concert. If he was actually there for this, which I'm not saying he was. And then Pusha T could have ran through a Pusha T set, I guess. Whatever the fuck that is. Um, yeah, maybe he didn't like the rest of these bands, man. So Troy Boy, not a big Troy Boy fan, I guess. I don't know what Troy Boy is, but apparently Paddock's not a fan. Or Pretty Lights or Teach Shami. I don't even know how to pronounce that shit. Um, Tennyson, no idea. I don't know who any of these people are, man. This day, man, this Sunday, they did not have their headliners, man. They had Cirque du Soleil of all things, man. It's interesting. So, yeah, so Patty could have been here for this, I guess. I don't know why he would. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I mean, you missed Blink 182, bro, and you went to the Sunday schedule for. Yeah, so you got yourself a little Kali Uchis, whatever the fuck that is, and you decided to skip out of Blink 182, man. What's wrong with you? Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. You're on crack, bro. And I think, was he out late at night on this day? No, I don't think he was. Let's see who we got on this day, man. Muse. Not a Muse fan, I guess. Cage the Elephant. That's another band that gets played on the radio once in a while. Little Dicky. Not a Little Dicky fan, I guess. Doesn't like the Little Dicky. Um, yeah. I haven't heard of half of this shit, man. Don't know who these fucking people are. Broods, I've heard of that before. It's kind of interesting, man. I don't even know what Life's Beautiful is all about, man. It just seems like a mishmash of all kinds of radio shit. But some people into that. Was Paddock into that? That I can't prove. So Sunday, let's see. Hippocampus. Think he's a Hippocampus fan. Friendship, Tycho, Middle Kids, Mondo Cosmo. No idea what that is. Yeah. But again, man, every time I watch this, man, it looks like a bunch of 20-year-olds and shit, man. This guy would have been a sore thumb in that place. Can see Paddock in any of these photos? Any Paddocks in here? These look like kids, man. You kidding me? That guy's going to be mixing it up with this crowd? That's crazy. It's crazy. Looks like he got all kinds of stuff going on. Anyways, life's beautiful. We got a little map here. A little map action. I'm trying to see where... let's see. Where is the Ogden? Is the Ogden here somewhere? I mean, that's what I want to say. Oh, no, it's Ogden Avenue, right? So the Ogden's over here. Is the Ogden right here, I believe? I believe that's where the Ogden is at. This would be El Cortez. So the Ogden's right here. So, you got a main stage right here. You got another, this was like a little disco area, I guess. Yeah, not a lot of people there. Main stage right here. You would have a lot of people there. You got a lot of people over here, which I don't think, had a sight line to at all. He would have had to shoot through the El Cortez. That's not going to happen. So, yeah, he had the main stage right here. Yeah, not too sure about that. And he's only there one of the nights when it actually was happening. So if he's going to do it, it would have been on Sunday. Sunday probably was not that big of an event because I don't know how many fans you got of... what do we got up here? Gorillas. Well, yeah, that's not Sunday, is it? Is that Sunday? Oh, it's Sunday. Yeah, he's not a Gorillas fan. Yeah, there would have been a lot of people at Gorillas. If, in fact, that is that stage, which I'm not even sure about. I can't, let's see. What does that say? Man, I can't even read that. It looks like it says something with the C. Stage. All right, so let's see. Downtown stage, hunting stage, ambassador says that. I don't know what the fuck that is. I can't really zoom in on this, I don't think. Downtown stage. Okay, so that's downtown stage. That's where Gorillas was playing. All right, well, whatever. Sponsors, I don't care. Acceptable items, blankets, baby strollers. Yeah, okay. Prohibited items. All right. Unsealed water bottles, weapons of any kind, drones or flying remote devices, illegal substance or paraphernalia, large purse or bag or framed backpacks, professional video, audio, recording equipment. So none of those street performers. Professional still camera equipment, yeah, selfie sticks, aerosol cans, bicycles, bike valet will be provided. Well, I don't know why that's in the prohibited shit, but whatever. Skateboards, hoverboards, scooters, yeah, whatever. Lawn furniture, chairs, tents. Wow, they don't let you bring your own chairs. That's kind of fucked up. Fireworks or explosives. Okay, yeah, whatever. That doesn't really matter. ADA information, yeah, not too worried about it. So anyway, so that's what we would have got on Life's Beautiful, I guess. And why am I all the way up here? What the fuck? All right. Let's go back down. Continue. Let's continue. Okay, there we go. All right, so Excalibur Hotel and Casino. Okay, so these were done. Life's Beautiful is done, September 20th, right? So right before. Yeah, so 2 days before it happened. He actually did a search on this thing. Huh, I don't know. Maybe just checking out the map or something like that. Some of that nature. I don't know. Excalibur Hotel and Casino. All right, well, that's right across from Mandalay Bay right there. I think anybody that's been to Vegas knows where the Excalibur is because it's a giant, stupid castle where they tried to theme Vegas towards kids back in the 90s, and that was kind of a failing prospect. So now it's kind of a fucking ghetto. Um, although I like the Excalibur. And that's where the knight came from that I was using for my, well, I still use them right there. Um, but yeah, that's where the little knight came from. It's Excalibur back in the 90s. Um, Las Vegas Academy of the Arts Performing Arts Center. Huh. All right. Well, let's see where that's at. Let's see. Las Vegas Academy of Arts Performing Arts Center. Las Vegas. These are probably two different searches he did, but I'm doing them both at the same time. Las Vegas Academy of the Arts. All right. So what do we got here? Yeah, it's probably just going to show us crap. It's the Little Mermaid. You could see the Little Mermaid live action. I don't see fins on those people. Fail. Um, let's see. So, dance conservatory, music conservatory, theater conservatory, visual art conservatory. I'm actually kind of curious about that myself. Let's see, visual arts conservatory overview. Yeah, let's see what that is. Located in downtown Las Vegas, dedicated performing visual arts. LVA's Visual Arts Conservatory received more secondary arts awards. Yeah, I don't care. Um, Curriculum. Wait. What is this? Uh, Visual arts program offers young artists personalized instruction, in-depth studio experiences in drawing, painting, printmaking, photography, computer graphics, textile, sculpture, ceramic. God, why does this guy have a weird thing for arts? What the hell's wrong with this guy? Ticket sales? Okay, so dance conservatory, unique preparatory training program. What the fuck, man? Why are you selling tickets then? Music conservatory. Grammy Award winning music conservatory offers majors in band, guitar. This is a, yeah, it's a school. It's a fucking school. Um, huh. Yeah, it's a school. So yeah, this guy's got some weird thing with schools for the arts. That's why the 23rd. So this was day two of Life is Beautiful. This was where he supposedly spent his entire day in Mesquite. So the search would have been done in Mesquite. Fremont. Yeah, Fremont. Yeah, I know Fremont. Been to Fremont. Don't need to look that up. The Fremont Hotel. It's a downtown casino. It's kind of close to the Ogden, not completely, but it is in that general area. El Cortez. I think most people know where the El Cortez is by now. It's right next door to the Ogden. The Family Courts and Service Center, one of those fun ones that nobody can explain. Let's see. So, Family Court Service Center. Let's check this out a little bit. Um, and you know what? It just says Family Courts and Service Center. Doesn't say Vegas. What the fuck are we looking at? But I'm guessing he's talking about Vegas. He's got to be, right? I guess you could be looking at Mesquite, but I don't know. Not too sure. So where are we at here? Where are we at on this map? Because I'm not really sure about these freeways. Where these freeways go through. Um, Jack in the Box. I don't know where Mikasa in El Sol is. Petco Park, Coach Club. Not sure what that is. Gary Reese Freedom Park. He does look up Gary Reese Freedom Park. So we're going to get an idea where that is. Um, Desert Pines High School, not sure. Washington Square. The hell is this? Eastern Indoor Swap Meet. I mean, what is this? This North Vegas? Looks like it's possibly North Vegas. Motel 6. Yeah, I'm not really sure, man. Where all this crap is. There's a Walgreens. Let's see. Is this that's Tropicana Avenue? What is this? This is I don't know what the hell that street is. What is this street? Nellis Avenue. Here. Go down Trop. We should eventually run into casinos. Okay, so here we go with casinos. All right. He's way the hell up here. Oh, Charleston. Okay, so all right, it's over here. So you got the El Cortez right here. So that gives us a little bit of an idea where it's at. But yeah, it's over here by this Gary Reese Freedom Park. No idea. No idea why this guy is looking that up. Not a clue. Let's see what they do. I'm pretty sure I know what the. Let's see. Court and case lawyer, family law self help center. Yeah, we're not really getting. Let's see if there's anything on this. Are they filing divorce papers at this time? Lawsuit or divorce on plaintiff? That's not an answer, dude. It's not a fucking answer, man. What the fuck? Usually as busy as it gets. The only caring people I've met in this place so far are the security guards. Yeah, well, it's got fucking great reviews so far. Looks like the kind of place I want to get divorced in. Staff was very informative and treated me with kindness. Yeah, okay. So what is their Yelp review? I'm just kind of curious. 3 stars. 3 stars. Beautiful Google reviews. Yeah, family, county court, Clark Valley, whatever. Yeah, Clark County. So anyway, so yeah, I don't think this is going to be a target for him. Looks nothing like Route 91 to me. This is Paddock. This is Paddock. We got Paddock behind this sign. No. Anyway, May 2017. Wait, when was that picture taken? Ooh, May 2017. Is this Paddock? Is this Paddock? Nah, doubt it. Just fucking around. Is this Paddock? Is this Paddock? Anyway, yeah, family defense project, probation intake, special public defender. Okay, yeah, whatever. Not really sure. I think they just deal with like child custody, divorce, shit like that, to my knowledge. Anyway, so that's some exciting stuff, man. I mean, yeah, Family Court Service Center. That's the one in Nevada. So I'm guessing that's what he looked up is the one in Nevada because all this other shit is in Nevada. Gary Reese Freedom Park, we just saw that. That is right next to this Family Courts and Service Center. Isn't like freedom like a bad word these days? Isn't like doesn't the left like freak out when you use that word? It's like hyper offensive. All right, so a ballpark, baseball park, whatever. Yeah, do a little soccer. I think Paddock was doing a little soccer practice. I can take kids there, man. I got a little playground and stuff like that. So, that batting cages? You got batting cages? Nah, might be. Yeah, so it's a big park, big sports park kind of thing. Got a pool, kind of public pool. Yeah, not completely sure why. Oh man, it's kind of a creepy ass picture, and it's ominous. Looks like something from a horror movie. Anyway, not really much going on at Gary Reese Freedom Park. Not sure why Paddock decided to look that up, and this is again on the 23rd, man. So he's in Mesquite doing these searches. So whatever. According to this, he's in Mesquite. So Cashman Center, Cashman Field. Yeah, I've looked those up too. Of course, I'm not sure where they are in relation to that. Cashman Center. All right, so let's look. All right, Cashman Center. Yeah, so Gary Reese Freedom Park's over here. Neon Museum right here, I believe. Fremont Street is down here, so it's really not that far from all this Cashman stuff. It's not really all that far. I believe Cashman Center and Cashman, what's it called? Cashman Center Theater. Cashman Center, I believe, in Cashman Field are connected. I believe one is the convention center, one is the actual uh, one is where they do they have some baseball fields and stuff like that. At the time when he was out there, to my knowledge, that weekend, they had a team from Mexico that came out and kicked ass at the what do you call it? The Little League Championships or something like that, man. They came out and whooped ass. So he had some Mexico team out here traveling, to my memory. So there's Cashman Field. Man. Not sure where the center is connected to this. Maybe that building. I don't know. Maybe that building. I don't fucking know. I've never actually been there physically, so not really too sure. So Paddock? No, not Paddock. Anyway, Cashman Center. Actually, wait. Yeah, that looks like some of the pictures I've seen from some of the gun shows that people went to. They have big gun shows there. Apparently, they got big lowrider shows too, man. Yeah, orale. Look at that. Look at that. Anyway, moving on. Cashman Center, Cashman Field, Neon Museum, called the Neon Graveyard generally. Don't really need to look that up. We saw it on the map. Neon Museum is basically where all the signs go to die. All the fancy signs you see in all the old Vegas movies generally end up in the Neon Graveyard. And they can, they power them up, turn them on. Looks all fancy. Uh, from what I've looked at as far as YouTube videos and stuff like that on that, because I've never physically been there. I know people have, but I've never actually just made the trip out to do that. You generally only have about a dozen people in there at a time. It's not like some big monumental event. So yeah, I don't think calling that a target would be a thing. I don't think that's why he's doing all these searches. The Mob Museum, kind of the same thing, man. Mob Museum's kind of lame. You would think being Vegas, they would have all these crazy artifacts and shit like that. Generally, what it is it's just a storytelling fucking adventure thing, or you just walk through and you got to read a bunch of shit. And then sometimes they have speakers that read shit for you. Not very exciting. Kind of like these fucking videos right now, just people reading shit to you. So yeah, Mob Museum, whatever. This is the creepy one, Discovery Children's Museum. All right, so let's look it up real quick. I remember looking it up, but there really wasn't much to it. Discovery. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Lock. We're looking for the Las Vegas one. Discovery Children's Museum. All right, so where the fuck is this? Oh, where the fuck is this thing? Oh, it's right here. All right, so where the fuck are we? We're right next to Fremont. So it's right outside of Fremont, man. It's actually really close to Fremont. That would actually be, let's see, it's Fremont. It's a little bit of a walk, but it's not very far. You could actually probably hoof that. That's not bad. All right, so let's see what they do there. All right, so let's look at photos. All right. Looks exciting. Yeah, not a lot of people there. Doesn't look like a lot of traffic to me. Yeah, I mean, there's people there. It's like you can tell COVID times, man. You can always tell fucking COVID times with these fucking masks. Anyway, COVID times. So yeah, it's not gonna be very crowded during COVID times. This is pre-COVID, so this is 2019. So get an idea of the attendance I'm thinking through something like this. Um, yeah, I mean, the fuck is this guy doing? Fucking fucked up pictures. Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, you get a little. Oh no, this is COVID, dude. I don't want to see COVID pictures, man. The Raiders. All excited about the Raiders coming out there right now. COVID times. Pre-COVID. Okay, so we got some pre-COVID stuff. I just want to get an idea of what we're looking at as far as. I don't want to see COVID pictures though. I just want to see pre-COVID stuff. I want to get an idea of what it looks like as far as how busy this place gets. And I don't know. We only had one picture there, really. Anyway, that's Discovery Children's Museum. The weird thing about this is he didn't just look it up once; he looked it up twice. So after using the Malay Bay, he was looking this shit up again. So according to this, that's a little strange. That's a little strange. Arizona Charlie's Decatur. All right, so Arizona Charlie's. Arizona Charlie's. All right, so locals casino, from what I understand. Um, More of a locals casino. Anything else? So what do we have here? Whoops. So there's Arizona Charlie's. So where the hell are we? Let's see. I think downtown was this way, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. Let's see. Find our fucking. So it's Arizona Charlie's. All right. So here's let's see what we got. Which street is that? That's Charleston Boulevard. I don't know where Charleston Boulevard is. In Vegas. All right. So here we go. Excalibur. Okay. So here's the strip. So Arizona Charlie's it's way up here. So the end of the strip is let's see, there's the Strat. So Strat ends. You take looks like Charleston Boulevard past the Strat. Yeah, I have been on Charleston Boulevard. So it's not that far from the strip. It's really not, but it's a 2-star hotel. It's a 2-star hotel. Low key hotel with casino and a pool. So what are you doing looking this up? What is this? Um, yeah, you want to put someone in a ghetto hotel? Apparently, the hell you doing? I mean, El Cortez isn't the greatest fucking hotel as far as that little area goes. That's probably the lowest of the low. Arizona Charlie's even a step down from that, from what it looks like. So what are you doing? What's that about? Who are you putting up in a ghetto ass hotel like that? That's interesting. I don't know. It's interesting. There was a shooting here at Arizona Charlie's, December of 2017. Dude walked in with an AR-15, of all things, and I think he was trying to shoot his girlfriend or something. He was attacking his girlfriend. Security came up. He ended up shooting a security guard. Dude went to jail for it. So there was that. Where's hard drive located on E5570? Now it's, whatever. All right. So, yeah, YouTube videos. I'm not going to watch a YouTube video on how to remove a hard drive, but I did kind of look this up at one point. It seems to me you had to tear this computer apart to do it. So he did actually have to take the thing apart to get this to get the hard drive out of it. What the fuck? Come on, dude. Really? Am I lagging that bad now? Hard drive removal and installation. So let's see what he was looking at. All right. So got to pull out all these screws. That's why the mini screwdriver, I'm guessing, was on top of the desk because that's what I would use. on top of the desk in the was it? I think that was on top of the desk there next to the scuba mask. Yeah, it was. So that's probably what I would use to remove that. So, uh, I mean, I'm pretty sure he removed it in the room. Otherwise, he wouldn't have brought it into the freaking room in the first place. I got a couple screws there. It's actually not too. I got to take the battery out. What? You fucking idiots, man! Why you build things so fucking difficult? Unscrew, disconnect the hard drive. Okay, so there's the hard drive. Um, okay, so that's what the hard drive looks like. That's the piece that's missing. All right. NHRA schedule 2017. I'm sorry, I just don't care. And the 5570 was done on September 28th, which was the same day he went to the landfill, sent Mary Lou some money. But obviously, he probably either didn't bring this laptop with him or he did bring it with him just so he could take it apart. I don't know why you would do that. That's stupid. So I'm guessing that laptop was in the room at the time. Then he went to Mesquite, but whatever. NHRA scheduled 2017. He did this on September 30th of 2017. So if a guy's gonna kamikaze himself the next day, then why are you looking up NHRA schedules for 2017? Fuck is that about? And this was this was a Dell laptop that was found on top of the bed. So, and it says this was done on the 30th, so it was probably done. I don't know. It could have been any time really, but I'm guessing his sleep time there. If he does this before he goes to bed, there that would have been probably about 7 in the morning on the 30th. So it's interesting. Interesting. You having second thoughts here or something? I mean, what's going on with that? That's a little strange. Cellular phones, along with 3 cellular phones located in room 135. Two other telephone numbers were found associated with Paddock, which included the telephone number associated with Danley. Call data records for all telephone numbers were obtained through court order from October 2016 through October 2017. That's it. That's all they wanted. Just 1 year. They didn't want to check and see what this guy had been doing for like the last 6 years or anything. Telephone records indicated the that's weird. That's strange. I don't know. Whatever. Telephone records indicated the 4 telephone numbers primarily used by Paddock were 310, which that's an LA number. Shit right here. 310, that's an LA number. 310, that's an LA number. 702, that is a Las Vegas number. I believe it's Vegas too. I don't even think that's a number for Mesquite. I don't know if Mesquite's got its own area code. Probably does, but that is a Vegas number. So it's funny because we got what did they say 5, 2 other telephones, so 3 and then 2. So we should have a total of 5. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 numbers here. The interesting thing about this that I always felt was kind of interesting is this number is only one off from this number. So did he get these numbers as soon as they were generated as 310 numbers? Get them back to back? Because these days, I mean, you're probably not going to see that anymore with that 310 area code. And that 310 area code's been around for a while. So that's a little interesting. There were no telephone numbers which contact all of Paddock's devices. Yeah, whatever. However, there were phone numbers which contacted more than one of his devices. The devices which used the telephone numbers 310-227-7094 and the 3357 were the devices most used by Paddock. All right, so 3357. So this number is not really used much, and this number is not really used much. First 2 are. Now, just because it's a 227 doesn't make it older or anything like that. So, that's not really a thing. But, yeah, so that doesn't say much. Although it does say there were numbers which contacted more than one of his devices. So, what is that? Star 6 7, I believe, or something like that. You can actually set your phone to ring on a different phone. That's probably what he was doing. Most likely. Um, this I don't know if this is a burner phone or not. We may figure that out here when we get down here. I think it was though. The 7094 telephone number had 1,837 contacts since the beginning of October 2016. Now, when I originally saw this, I thought, who in the right mind has 1,837 numbers in their phone? There's no way. That's crazy. Nah, and then someone explained to me, nah, those are the contacts, man. That's probably every text message, every phone call in his call log. That's probably all that garbage. Um, so yeah, that kind of puts it into context a little bit. But even with that, this is only a record for a whole year. So in 365 days, this guy got 1,837 contacts for a guy that we're supposed to believe is antisocial. And I can't do the math in my head right now, how many that is per day. I know I did it at one point, but that's kind of crazy. That's a lot going on there. And then of those contacts, 668 were outgoing. He did 668 outgoing contacts, right? So that would mean, text messaging, I'm guessing, along with phone calls. Now, whether they're counting every single text as a individual thing or not, I don't know. I'm guessing they are. So I guess that wouldn't be too crazy, but considering he did some outgoing bullshit 668 times out of 365. Yeah, so almost two a day, and then that many incoming. Holy shit, double that in incoming. It's almost 4 a day incoming. This guy had a lot of contacts coming in. Last outgoing call was placed from this number on September 27th, 2017, approximately 3:22 hours. I'm not sure if this is the one he called Dan Leon, because I think she did say he called her at some point. Last incoming call was September 27th, 2017 at 10:58. So, let's see, September 27th. All right. Let's not be lazy here. September 27th. We're looking at 3 in the afternoon, 3:30 basically in the afternoon, and 11 in the morning, 11 and 3. And whoa! Before I get too crazy in this was September 27th. So we're looking again almost 11 o'clock, and that's 3:30, 11 o'clock, 3:30 on the 27th. See what the report says, because I'm going to be somewhat lazy. I'm not going to go back into the door logs for this, because that's a little too much. Come on. So 27th. Let's look at the. Let's find it here. Is that what day is this? All right, so that's 26. Oops. Come on. 27th. All right, so let's see. Stop gambling at 7:13. And place an entree at 3:56. So 3:22, he made a call. I placed the room service. So it wasn't to room service. Huh. I would think it would be. The one at 10 o'clock was that was an incoming, I believe. So he called the person back once he woke up, it looks like. That's what I would guess with that. Unless I'm wrong. I forgot what page I'm on. I'm at fucking 111 or something like that. Let's see. Yeah. Not moving very fast here. So, what do we got here? This was the last outgoing call. No, that was an outgoing call. Well, yeah, the outgoing call was later. The incoming call was earlier. So I'm guessing he was asleep during this time. And when he woke up, he called whoever it was back. All right. So he told Danley, he told Danley he was up 70 grand. All right. So that would have been the 27th. And he stopped gambling that morning. So I believe that would have been the 27th in the morning. So right here, we should have been looking at a Danley call, most likely. And this one would have been something different because this is the 28th. His phone number it has almost the same amount of contacts. I mean, that's crazy, dude. This guy had a lot. He talked a lot on that phone. 127 were outgoing, so that's not very much. 1,488 were incoming. So what are we saying here? What are we saying here? He made calls on this one, but didn't make them on this one. People contact him on this one. I wonder if this one was call forwarded to that one a majority of the time. And then only 127 were outgoing. So he did use it some of the time, but for the most part, he used this one. I'm guessing. I don't fucking know. But then he used this one later. No, his last incoming call, September 28th at 8:16. So he didn't call his person back. Is that what we're saying? Last outgoing call was placed on the 30th. So he may have called him back on this one, but he didn't call his person back. He ignored this call. Could have been a wrong number, I guess. Could have been fucking call telemarketing or some bullshit like that. Who knows? On 28th, I think he was losing money. Telephone number had, last outgoing call was September 27th. Last outgoing call was September 27th, 2017 at 3:18. What the fuck? So you made a call on this phone, and then he swapped over to this phone, made a call on this phone. That's something. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. That's a little awkward. Yeah, that's weird. Last incoming call was on September 28th at 8 in the morning. So this was 3 in the afternoon. This is 8 in the morning. This is usually about when he goes to sleep. So he was probably passed out at that point and didn't even hear this thing ring. But last outgoing call was on September 27th. Yeah, I don't understand this. Like, I don't understand why he went from this phone to this phone, unless this was a black phone, the phone he used for his dirty business. That's all I can think of. Let's see, telephone number 702. So Nevada number. Telephone numbers associated with a prepaid smartphone and had very little contact information, as it should. The last incoming telephone call was on September 17, 2017 at 12:41. Last outgoing telephone call was placed March 30th, 2017. So September 17th, I believe that's the first day of the report at 12:41. I don't remember what time it was, though. It was like 12 o'clock or something like that. I believe that is the first day we have of the timeline. Yeah, 17th. So what do we got going on 17th here? Because my memory ain't that great. So he didn't check in until that night. So we don't have anything before that night. We got nothing. It's possibly called the Ogden. It's possible. I don't know. You call him, let him know he's coming. I don't know. All right. So financial analysis. Yeah. Okay, dude. Financial analysis was completed on Paddock and revealed a large decrease in financial liquidity. Investigators found 14 bank accounts. Holy shit. Associated with Paddock. In September 2015, his bank accounts totaled just under $2,100,000. By contrast, in September 2017, so we're talking about 2 years here, man. This guy blasted through 1.5 mil. The amount of the accounts dropped to 530,000, with most of the decline occurring in 2017. All right, so there's your motive. That's their motive. Over 600,000 was paid to casinos. Approximately 130,000 was associated with Danley, and over 170,000 was paid to credit card companies. Let's see. Paddock made almost $95,000 in firearms and gun-related purchases. One of the last, checks Paddock wrote was to the IRS for over $13,000. Man, it's actually a lot of money in taxes. I mean, for an old man that ain't making money. I guess properties. Let me see. Property taxes. Yeah, that's even a lot for property taxes. That's crazy for property taxes. Unless he had some properties outside of just the two that we know about, because those two properties would not equal out to $13,000 in property taxes. Financial analysis, yeah, fuck the FBI. All right, so over 600,000 was paid to casinos. So he had a lot of markers out there, it looks like. So that's a bulk of it. Of course, it doesn't say this was all done at once here. So that's I guess that's something I always assumed that he did this all at one time, because that was one of those things that one of the theories that was going around. And I forget what they said. I think you got 30 days to pay your markers off with these casinos, and then after that, I think it becomes a crime. So yeah, he could have done this over the year span. Doesn't necessarily mean he paid it off right before he was going to off himself here. Approximately 100 was associated with Danley. Yeah, okay. I mean, whatever. They say that it was associated with Danley here, but up top it says wired to a bank in the Philippines. So I don't know where they're going with that. I don't know which to believe. Which part of this to believe. 170,000 was paid to credit card companies. Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, whatever. Ordering a lot of shit on Amazon, I guess. Paddock made almost $95,000 in firearms and gun-related purchases. Okay, so the majority of it was paid to casinos. This guy was losing a lot of money. Maybe he didn't want to admit that to Danley. Let's see. One of the last checks Paddock wrote, if you believe that relationship is actually legit, it's to the IRS for over $13,000. Doesn't say when that was. Doesn't say when that check was made out. Suspectology. Suspectology is the gathering of information to help establish the identity of a suspect and a motive in a crime, which failed. You had one job and you failed. Suspectology can be developed through interviews with family, friends, and what's up, man? Yeah, well, I'm telling you, not the most exciting thing. So, agent with the FBI's behavioral analysis unit responded to gather information and help with Paddock's suspectology. At the time of this report, the FBI's BAU assessment of Paddock is not complete. Still isn't complete, fuckers. And will be released by the FBI at a later date. Yeah, thanks for the 3 pages, assholes. In order to obtain a better understanding of Paddock, the following interviews were completed with his... Yeah, you know what? I mean, the way I do things now, man, it's kind of nice, man. I don't have to worry about all the drama, all the bullshit. Don't got a lot of those people coming in here and bugging me. It's nice, man. This is some hardcore shit, man. Like I said, man, it's kind of crazy. In order to obtain a better understanding of Paddock, the following interviews were completed with his family members and acquaintances. The following are summaries of the interviews conducted by investigators with various agencies. And I think I am going to kill that on that because I really getting really burned out with reading people's bullshit. But, we'll get through it eventually. Um, Mary Lou, how much more of this I got? Damn, I got a lot of shit still to go through. A lot of shit to go through. All right. Man, whatever. Anyway, yeah, so I just, that's kind of how I'm doing things now, man. You can actually answer a question. Well, then go for it, man. Answer away, brother, because that's all I'm doing is just trying to get through this mess. But yeah, I did jack up the baby monitor thing. Found out the little white thing was a baby monitor. So if that's something you're talking about, that was the thing. Had to correct myself on that. Talking about you didn't think anyone had address the number of shell casings on the floor. Anyone had addressed the number of shell casings on the floor. No, I mean there's been people that counted them. If that's what you're talking about. Back in the day where I counted all the visible shells and was generous. No, there was. Yeah, no. I mean, if I said that, I was wrong because I know JB did too. You guys both went through that and counted those the number of shells on the floor. No, what I was talking about, I think, to my memory, because the one thing that kind of confuses me with all that is where the shell casings are on the floor. So let's look at this. Since you're here and we're doing this, let's see. I'm on page 112. Got to remember that shit. Let's look at some of the photos. Get myself in trouble for showing extreme violence on a YouTube channel. So, and yeah, I got strikes. Of all things, man, they strike my channel, dude. I get like 17 people to watch these videos, man. They strike me. Fucking idiots. Let's see. I want that picture right there. All right, so here we go. Actually, this picture, that's a better one for what I'm talking about here. Now, I know you guys like counted the shells. I think JB came up with a little bit of a different number, but they're about the same, if I remember right. They were in the 700s or something like that. Oh, you came up with 550. Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I was talking about, right? I think I remember talking about this, so I don't know. Maybe I did say something stupid like that. But now what I'm talking about is the pattern of the shells here. This pattern is freaking bizarre, right? Because you're shooting a gun, right? This guy would have been shooting the gun from probably right about here, I'm guessing. I don't know. Could have been standing here, could have had a foot here, been shooting out that window. Because we look at the window, where the window's at, and this angle's not going to work, right? So he ain't shooting from behind this chair because behind this chair he ain't going to hit the VIP section there. He ain't going to hit near the stage. That's for damn sure. So he's got to be over here on this side somewhere, right? He's got to be shooting out that side. Now, according to reports, they're saying that he was about 5 feet away from the window, and I tend to agree with that because I don't think any dumbass is going to stand in front of a broken window like this and shoot directly down. Plus, that would be really stupid to do. All right, so that's dumb. So here's what I'm proposing. I think would probably have been the best. I mean, it's there's no good way to interpret to say stuff like this, but as we've talked about before. But what happened here, to my understanding, to my belief on what most likely happened here, and here it looks like he actually broke out almost the entirety of the inner window. It looks like the inner window is almost completely gone here, but so he might have cracked out the entire inner window. As far as it's hard to say though, because this is like a little recessed in there, so yeah, it is kind of hard to say, but I'm thinking, and since you haven't really been paying attention to what I've been saying, so um, say it again here. Hunter had a problem. The problem was, how did this fucking hammer get? And I think I explained a little bit of this to you. How the fuck did this hammer get back in 135? Why is the hammer in 135? Because obviously he went over to 134, broke out the window 134, and then came back into 135. Why are you going to bring this hammer back with you? Why do you need this hammer? Why do you care about this hammer? Why wouldn't you just leave it in 134? You're perfectly fine in here. You got plenty of window broken right here, man. You don't need the hammer anymore. You're not shooting up at the stars or anything like that. You're probably not going to shoot at helicopters because that's probably not a thing. I wouldn't think. That'd be stupid. But anyway, so paddock is you probably know that if a helicopter comes within this little viewpoint here, you're gonna get sniped. You ain't gonna be in. They're not gonna be in fucking range. They're not that stupid. So how's the hammer get back here? Why does the hammer get back there? So the way this window's broken, what I think is plausible. I'm not saying this is actually what happened because nobody knows. The what's possibility what happened, and I don't know if this isn't going to be that easy to follow along with. It's actually not easy to follow along with. But you look at this right here. He could have broken this bottom section out right here. Could have hit this right here. Could have hit one right here. Hit one right here. Who knows? We don't know what's behind this chair. But could have hit. Although you can see it from the outside a little bit on pictures. So, it could have hit it right here and hit it right here and hit it right here. Knocked out the entire bottom part of this window. All you need is about 1.5 feet, right? You don't need to break this whole, thing out all at one time. There's no reason to do that. In fact, that's stupid if you did that. All it needs is just this bottom half right here. You can see with the way the concert is and the angle that we have is about 1.5 feet is all you're going to need to hit this VIP section down here. And you can adjust where you stand within this room to adjust the line of sight to that VIP section. Now, I think this would be easier, especially with this chair here, right? Because all you got is this little section right here. You're firing out this little section right here. So all you need to do is you need to line this section up with the VIP section down here. So let's say you're aiming at this building right here. You're aiming at that building, right? So you don't need to break this out, but you did anyway. And you just leave all this area intact, right? You got the window intact. Or actually, let's say you're firing at the stage right here, and you want to fire at the stage, man. All you got to do is break out this little section right here. In fact, that's all you really want to break out because this thing's a giant fucking mirror. And so you could stand exactly where, this guy's standing and take this photo, break out this little section right here, which is going to be hard, man. It's going to spider web, it's going to splinter, it's going to do all kinds of stupid stuff. If you had I'm guessing the tape, you could have just taped all this up and then put a bunch of tape all over the fucking place and then broke out this center piece and hope to God the thing stays together. But anyway, you can't tape up the outside doing that, so it's not going to work completely. So, and the outside's what you really want because the outside's a fucking mirror. So, that's going to hide your muzzle blast. So you break out this little section right here, right? If you're standing right here, you don't have to aim anymore at this stage, right? You really don't. It doesn't fucking matter. All you're aiming for is the hole that you just made. So, at that point, as long as you're shooting out this little hole that you just cracked in this little area right here, the bullets are hitting the stage. As long as every bullet goes out that hole. So now you're aiming at a hole 4 feet away from you, man, because you're standing this looks like about maybe 4 feet away from the window. And you're standing about 4 feet away. So every bullet, you're aiming at that little 1 foot piece of glass right here, from 4 feet away. It's going to hit where you need to hit, right? So you don't need to actually aim at individual people in the concert. You don't even have to aim at the grass. You don't even have to see the grass, dude. It doesn't even fucking matter at that point. And when this place starts filling up with smoke and shit and all this fucking shit starts going crazy, it doesn't fucking matter, man. You're aiming at a little piece of fucking window right in front of you. That's all you're aiming at. You ain't aiming at this fucking thing. You don't even have to be able to see this fucking thing. As long as you're standing in the same spot, got the same footing, and you're shooting out that hole, everything's going to hit in that spot. So with that in mind, all he's got to do is break out about the first 1.5 feet down here. Breaks out the first 1.5 feet, stands about 5 feet back, and starts lobbing shells through that hole that he made in the window. Every fucking bullet goes through that hole is going to hit in the VIP section. Makes it pretty simple. I think it's stupid if he actually broke out this whole thing all at once. That that's pretty fucking dumb. And again, this was a Hunter argument that I had with him, and this is how I came to this conclusion because of this fucking hammer right here. So at some point you're gonna have a problem, right? Because you're gonna go to the other room. I forget what fucking volley it was, 5 or whatever the fuck. You're gonna go over to 134. You're gonna go to 134. You're gonna smash that whole son of a bitch out because why not? Doesn't matter at that point. And go shoot the tanks. I mean, realistically, he didn't have to break out that whole window, but he did. And so, then you come back with a hammer, bring the hammer back over here because now people are running. So now you're not just shooting at one little area like this. Now you're shooting over here. You're shooting over here. You're shooting all over the fucking place because people are running. People are everywhere. So, now you're really praying and spraying, or spraying and praying. So that's the ideology behind the hammer. So what I was going off on when, and what I think you were actually talking about, and is the fact that all the bullets are in this pattern right here. So, of course, like I said, he would have been standing maybe over here somewhere, maybe foot here, and at the closest, I would think. So how do you get the bullets in this pattern? How do you get the bullets here, right? Bullets are going to shoot out the right-hand side. They're going to shoot probably a foot, maybe 2 feet. So these make sense, right? These all make sense. These completely make sense. That's probably where they're going to fucking land, but these don't make a lot of sense, man. This is where the majority of these rounds have landed, right? So how to make sense out of chaos and madness that we're dealing with here? Well, I would think what you ended up with, of course, like I said, you get an idea where the chair's at. This guy's standing somewhere over here. He's got this draped thing, which was closed that night. We know it was closed. So, of course, he's got to have this draped over his back, I would think, and he's cranking rounds out there. So as the rounds are hitting this, the drapes here, and of course they're burned, they're damaged and stuff like that. So we know that he used these in some capacity. So if he's got one of these, at least one of these, because these are actually 3 layers. And if he's got at least one of these over his back, man, then all those shells are going to hit that thing and then going to bounce right down to the floor. And that's how you're going to see this pattern right here, which is kind of a circular pattern. I guess half circle. I don't know. I fucking don't know what to call it. But, you got a little circular pattern, which kind of would match that ideology. And that, I think, is what I was trying to say. Nobody's ever really gone into that before. Nobody's really explained these bullets, these shells on the ground, how these shells are, situated on the ground. And that was a discussion me and JB had a long time ago. That's where I actually came up with the whole idea behind these things, because they're very strange. Like I said, if you're shooting right about here, I'm guessing your bullets would have been landing somewhere over here in this area. I'm guessing. Of course, we don't have a complete, point of view here due to the way that this photo was taken, and it wasn't taken on an angle where we have a point of view to reference it completely. But, it is what it is. That's all we got. So, and of course, this was taken after, because these were obviously closed the night that he did the shooting. And then, along with, of course, the reason you only kick out a little bit of this window, because at this point, this thing's a giant mirror. This whole side of this building is a giant fucking 430-foot mirror. And so, now you got people looking up for a 1-foot hole in a 430-foot fucking mirror. It's going to be very hard to see. And so, and then along with things like flash hiders and, stuff that you can attach to the front of a gun pretty easily, you can pretty much, be pretty inconspicuous for a very long time doing something like that. We do see muzzle flash coming later from the AR-10s, but to my knowledge, I don't think we've ever actually seen muzzle flash. We've seen some of the dust shooting out this window, because I think at some point this guy just didn't give a fuck anymore. Broke out the entire, window here and just started shooting out the window. But I think in the beginning, this guy was probably a little careful with how he was shooting out this window. and I'm guessing he was shooting out just the bottom here. I said the hammer came back into this room. This hammer traveled from this room, broke this window, went back into 134, ended back right here in this room. So that tells me that this thing was hit twice, or at least two different times. But anyways, I think that's about it, man. I think I'm actually done here, man. I usually try to keep these about an hour. Had a couple that went over 3 hours and shit. And I don't want to do that because sometimes the whole reason for doing this is I have to watch these again. This is kind of me just kind of keeping an idea of where I'm at within all this. And, when it goes past an hour, I don't want to listen to myself talk that long. And that just kind of becomes a pain in the ass. So anyway, again, I think I'm done with this one. So yeah, thanks for showing up, man. And talk to you later. Have a good night. Stay safe out there because this world's a fucking mess.